Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday evening. I know I'm late. This is so late. I'm not even coming on the screen because I'm not even like properly looking like I should be on anybody's screen. So we do this stream here so that we can discuss the goings on today. I definitely stream tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last day in the office, as I call it, because after that I'm out of here and I cannot wait. But I've been watching all the goings on today and I'm just like, it's so many things being said with this case, child. Now everybody out here talking. The mama talking, the deity talking, the other deity is talking. And of course, everyone is talking about it. Everybody's making their rounds on various shows now. I didn't realize it was a gag order. So it makes sense. Nobody, how are you going to have a gag order, but everybody gets to go home? Like the jury got to go home. So that's weird to me, but what the hell do I know? Anyway. So it's a gag order. Nobody could talk. No talk. Well, now it's up. And they out here running off at the mouth, child. I thought this might end today for me, but it seems like it's going to go on for a while. Because everybody got their opinions. I've been listening to so many people today about this case, right? And I understand some people see it one way, some people see it another way, blah, 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 blah. Fine. But I did at least have a second thought on that Charleston White phone call on Anton's channel yesterday, listening to Izzy this morning. Maybe he was trying to say something, but he was so incoherent and he sounded so crazy. I can't take Charleston White seriously. I just cannot take Charleston White seriously. He's up, he's down, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. But it was the interpretation that someone else had. So I don't know if it's accurate or not because he was so all over the place, child. I don't even know what that man was saying. Hypocrite did a video on him. Maybe I'll on Anton. Maybe I will take a look at it depending on how tired I get from this mess. Shout out to all of y'all that are here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I know everybody's on and talking about this already. So, whoever's here is here and whoever's on replay is on replay. But I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Oh, never trust Charleston White. Okay. Well, listen, I don't know. I just feel like that man be all over the place. Not that I pay attention to him, but it's like, he's just be wilding, but I don't know. Anyway, but tonight, I should say, I'm going to go over obviously we know the parents all have something to say. I don't know how much we can do of the Breakfast Club because they strike people's channel, but we'll see what we can get away with tonight. But actually, I'm going to start with Angry Man because he actually did a pretty decent video earlier this evening. And I did listen to it, brought up some points that I was not aware of. Might need y'all to opine on what is true and what isn't. Not what Angry Man is saying, but the information that he's discussing. Because as I'm listening to people, it's like, I didn't know that. I didn't hear that. But I thought this, but I thought that. But who knows at this point what's real and what's not real? This is what happens when you have AI, okay? People can make shit up. Like allegedly that picture of the father, the judge, and the prosecutor all together, allegedly that's fake. It was AI or something like that. They're trying to say that they were all in cahoots together. Even though I do think that this mess was rushed pretty heavily. And one of the questions that Izzy had today is where's the black lady? The original judge who lowered the bail so that he could go home. Where's she at? Ain't nobody heard from her. Y'all remember that black lady from back in the beginning? And he had $1 million bail, if I'm not mistaken, and then she lowered it to $250,000. They got her right on up out of there, didn't they? Never to be heard from again. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get this party started. You know I'm going to fast forward it. But this is Angry Man. He did a video titled, "They Sent More Money the Night Carmelo Anthony Got 35 Years to Cash Grab nobody will, and I don't know what the rest of the title is. So I actually have heard people say that now at this point, including Austin's father, that this is now a cash grab. Someone else said on the heels of similar to Black Lives Matter, get your money, you know, so we'll hear it. Allegedly, this is what people are saying. Well, no, they're saying it, but whether it's true or not, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But shout out to Angry Man. Fair use, even though I'm sure he's good with me using this content.
We'll pay top dollar for the funeral, but not a dime for the cradle.
Then wait a damn minute. Is he taking my talking points, Angry Man? What did I say to y'all yesterday and last week, if not a few days ago? They don't give a damn about y'all unless you are a criminal or you are dead. Unless you are a criminal or you're dead, to the black sassies, these people don't give a damn about you. It's the only time they care is once you are deceased or you are a criminal.
As I'm sitting here talking to you, the fund for Karmelo Anthony is sitting north of $630,000. $630,000. And here's the part that should make your freaking head spin. The money didn't stop when they convicted him. It actually went up. Thousands poured in overnight, the same night they sentenced that boy to 35 years in prison. So before we say one word about anything else, just let that sizzle in your spirit for a second. A young man was convicted of murder, and the community's answer is to send more money. Now, what we're going to talk about is what...
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Because like everybody would say, but white people do it too. Say I'm lying. But white people do it too. So good. I'm glad they put their money where their mouth is. I don't want to hear nothing later. I am glad that they put their money where their mouth is. Oh, by the way, I went to the nail salon today, to the Asians, and I posted a snippet of it, but it was blacks going in and out. There's even a black man in there tonight. I was surrounded by 5 of the black women and one that works there. And then as I sat in the chair to get my nails done, the rest of them was coming in. Okay, so for all the people that are like, it's working. Yeah, maybe working in that one area of the person who's complaining on TikTok. But everywhere else, I'm telling you, make sure if y'all see an opening of a hair salon, you send it to me. I mean, a hair store, send it to me because we already know.
That actually means we got to follow the money. Now let's talk about where this family's been living while this has been going on. A reported $900,000 house, gated community, nice rides in the driveway. And
now, I don't know if this is true. Because allegedly they didn't buy a mansion. Now, whether they got all these fancy cars or something, I don't know. The man allegedly lost his job. This is Karmelo's dad, because people was coming and harassing him and threatening him or something like that. Allegedly. I don't know. Yesterday we said that he bought a house because that's what we had heard, or they had bought a house. That's what we had heard. Now today it's like, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what's true and what's not true at this point. This is crazy.
I want you to believe none of that is connected to the $600,000 stranger sent them. They want you to believe it's all just a coincidence. Do y'all think it's a coincidence? Maybe every dollar is clean. Maybe it isn't. But when you're sitting on that kind of money and living like that, you don't get to act offended when people start asking questions. The optics look bad. Because let's be real, the entire purpose of that money was for what? It was for a legal defense, right? And keep in mind, it doesn't stop at $600,000. The goal they set, reportedly somewhere around $1.5 million.
Is anybody questioning Ashley Robinson's family where that money went? All right, my bad.
So 1.5 is what they were shooting for. The story was it was for a legal defense and relocating the family. But the machine to raise that money was fast, it was organized, and it was effective. So I want you to hold that thought for a second, because that tells you something important about what this community can do when it actually wants to, right? We can raise.
Well, Angry Man, we already know that. That's how Chris Brown is sold out with all of his meet and greets. That's how Beyonce knows when to put her dog whistle out for her tour around tax time. People are going to pay for whatever they want, and then they want someone else to take care of their needs. So to be able to have this money, not to mention, y'all, lest we not forget the night that all the Boulay D9ers came together for Cam and made all that money for her in order for her to lose. But the point is that there's definitely money amongst the blicks, okay? It's just a matter of what they choose to spend it on.
Money for this, but not for that. Here's what I really want you to think about. Why is it that we can raise $600,000 overnight when something like this happened. But we can't raise that kind of money to fix our own schools, our own communities, and our
angry man. They're waiting for the white man to do it. What are you talking about? Child, how many cigars did you have before you made this video?
For families. Where's the give, send, go for the failing schools our kids are currently sitting in? Where's the 6 figures for the youth programs, the mentorship, the fathers in the home, the stuff that actually keeps a boy from ever ending up under that tent and in this situation? We never,
because they don't care about these kids, especially you sassy straights, until you are deceased or you are a criminal. That is the play. That ain't changed. What did I say? I said this is a teachable moment. People want to act like I said that you got to give me your firstborn, of which I would never want. Trust me when I tell you. However, this is a teachable moment. Teach your damn kids. Tell them about conflict resolution. One moment of not controlling yourself may end you up in jail for 35 years. You know, all the lessons that you get when it comes to the police, the oppressor, you got to add this too. Nope. You're a traitor. You're a coon. Fine. Then that's what it is, child. I don't care. Ain't nothing new there with the name calling. But like I said, also, in my opinion, they do not care about males, black males in any way, shape, or form until there's an opportunity with them. I'm not specifically talking about Karmelo Anthony's parents. I am talking in general. We see it every day with all these daggone videos. Y'all are good for money. Y'all are good for pipe, clearly. Because all these kids, maybe not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. And what else? I guess you're supposed to be saving the community. Lest we not forget that. Being told to save a community by people who help make the community the way that it is. Like when people say that's diabolical. And I am specifically thinking about Dr. Umar for sure, who has the nerve and the audacity to tell other black men what to do about something that he helped create 2 of. I'm just saying.
Seem to find that money. But let a tragedy hit, especially something surrounding racism, and the cash all of a sudden appears overnight. That's the whole problem in one sentence. We'll fund the reaction, but won't fund the prevention. We pour everything into
prevention. You mean thinking ahead? You mean making a plan? You mean downstream impacts? You mean think before you act? Oh, angry man, you're so funny. I'm just saying, this is nothing new that we haven't already discussed and talked about. But when you try to give common sense things to the community, they're not trying to hear that, because then that would mean responsibility and accountability. And that's the problem right there. No one wants to accept. Nobody wants to speak to any fault. And as soon as you say something about it, all of a sudden it's got to do with white people and you're a white supremacist. Well, why don't you say something to him? Say something to who? Say something to who? What are we talking about right now? We already, if I must say it, I think I've said it before. Everybody need to keep their hands to themselves, and nobody should be taking nobody the hell on up out of here. I'm pretty sure I've said this millions and millions of times. I don't give a damn what color they are. I don't care who the hell they are. That's also with regard to relationships with DV. Keep your hands to yourself and leave the first time. Don't wait, like Jamel says. Don't wait until you're in a position where you're sucked in and then you can't get out. If they do it once, they will do it again. If they do it twice, they definitely going to do it again. But if they do it 3 times, you are a fool. If you stay after 3 times of someone knocking you between the washer and the dryer, you are a fool. But what the hell do I know? Don't listen to me, child. Child, hold on a second, because I can't see. Vernon Herman. Well, come on, Vernon Herman. I appreciate you. Looks like you might be a veteran. If you are, salute, sir. We appreciate and support veterans around here. He said, big ups from California, Messi. You're real and you're the best lawyer on YouTube. Oh, shit. Thank you so much. Maybe the Anthony should have hired me instead of the other dude. All right, we're getting carried away now. I know we're getting carried away. Thank you so much, hon. I see you. I appreciate you. Y'all, please make sure you hit the like button before we subscribe if you are new.
Cleaning up the mess and nothing into making sure the mess never happens. The parents launched this fund. They did the press conferences. They built the platform and they worked it. And then the verdict came down and they got up and walked out of the courtroom while their son sat there and broke down in tears. Let that sink in for a second.
Is that true? I mean, I don't doubt you, angry man, but let me hear that again, because I have heard it a couple times today.
Cleaning up the mess and nothing into making sure the mess never happens. The parents launched this fund. They did the press conferences. They built the platform and they worked it. And then the verdict came down and they got up and walked out of the courtroom while their son sat there and broke down in tears. Let that sink in for a second. When they called down the verdict, as that boy sat there crying, they got up and walked out. There's a difference between running a cause and showing up for your child. And the energy for that campaign looked a whole lot like.
Are you effing kidding me? Wow. Hold up. Y'all trying to tell me that after the mama said what she said, and I think she the only one that spoke because the daddy didn't speak, she left and didn't wait, or they left and didn't wait to hear what the damn sentence was? What, did they tune into the Breakfast Club to find out, or they got on the YouTube to find out? Wow, after all this, I care. He a good boy. Y'all already know how that go. Wow, after all this, and the color community is just going to be like, it's okay. You don't know, right? That's not weird. That's not. So your son is could have potentially been sentenced to 99 years in jail, and you just left on up out of there because what was DoorDash being delivered? Oh yeah. See, this is why we got to keep figuring out what's what. I did not know that that's what happened. Wow. That's why the Metcalf father went scorched earth. Okay, well, we're going to get to him for sure. Wow. Color community can't admit any wrongs that Black people do. Never, ever. Like I said, and I meant, you sassy straights are good for nothing. This just solidifies what I've already been saying. Y'all are good for nothing. You're supposed to work yourselves to the bone until you're frail, like that man I told you about whose wife basically almost put him into the grave. And then you're supposed to give all your money to these biatches, i.e. the Democrats, because that's a part of this, y'all. All these people are Democrats, and it's being led by women. And then if you die, then you get your flowers, like literally. Or if you're a criminal, then that's when they come to you. This is crazy to see. And the fact that there's people that don't see it. Now I'm hearing people talk about it, probably because they was listening to me. But now I'm starting to hear people to talk about it because it's clear and obvious, not that we haven't been paying attention. Y'all, when the Funky Dineva said y'all are the cancer to the community and Moon walked on up out of there, all the stars was like, yeah, sis, go, sis. Now everybody was like, we got to come together for Karmelo. What? So you want to come together and stand by and do right by someone that has been found guilty of red rum, but a man over here that's over here working, chilling, smoking cigars and just living his damn life. You can't work with him. You can't be nice to him. You can't fix a meal. You can't wash clothes. You can't clean a house. Because of the patriarchy, toxic masculinity, and whatever dumbass shit that they use. So you're misandrous sometimes, but when it's a criminal or they're dead, then that's when you become a normal woman. Well, not normal. You become a woman and you care for men at that point. Because as far as I'm concerned, it can't be both. In my opinion, it cannot be both. I mean, these people can justify it however they want to, but I think that's bullshit. And that's something else that people will ignorantly act like they don't see. Because how many you got Jasmine Crockett out here talking about if you don't think you're a criminal, then you're not a criminal. What kind of asinine shit is that to say? Wow. I tell you. Papa Naya, thank you, hun. He said, greetings, Dr. Messi Esquire. I refuse to be bullied by degenerates. I hear you. Didn't even sit with their boy during sentencing, probably fueling the new Escalade. And from what I understand, that's what it is, child. Half damn crazy. Uncle Rick says, red rum or grape, you name it, it's all good as long as it's a check attached. Yes, that's basically what it comes down to, in my opinion. Just like if what Angry Man is saying is that they raised another 600,000 or whatever, but they still put out when Karmelo filed for his appeal that they're destitute and they don't have any money. So what about the alleged 600 more thousand? Why would you leave your son? You care about him so much, and he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. I guess they got to get something out of it. Allegedly, child.
Louder than the energy in the room when the boy actually needed them. But see, this is what we do now in the community. We're turning tragedy into a cash grab. Now, I'm going to say this. It's going to make some of you uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. We have built a playbook in this community. The second one of these situations hits the news, the fund goes up, the press conference gets booked, and the cause is born. And it's the same faces every time. Race hustlers come running from all parts of the country. The Al Sharptons, the organizers, the ones who turn somebody's worst day into a paycheck or some sort of political platform. It's an industry now. Grief goes in one end, money and clout comes out of the other. And the bigger the tragedy, the bigger the payday. But here's the part that bothers me the most. Somewhere in all of that noise, the signs, the donations, the cameras, the actual kid disappears. He stops being a person and becomes a symbol, a logo for the movement. And keep in mind,
it's going to be say his name, I'm sure, going forward, even though I thought that was reserved for the deceased. Vernon, you've been a member for 7 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you to all the channel members and the wildness of yesterday. Shout out to HMG Reaper and Wayne Lundy for all of the back and forth. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much. Vernon says, same nonsense. Jasmine said, if you come into this country illegally, it's not a crime. She's wrong because she's loyal to Democrats, and the Blicks don't see that. And they're just like, you know what? It's okay. Now, mind you, they've been fighting for asylum seekers to stay here. One would think that it might be just Mexicans, basically Hispanics. It's more than that. I wonder if they know at the end of the day, they probably cutting for some Asians, since now all of a sudden the Blacks don't like Asians, even though that's not really true, but that's what they're saying. And they're going to boycott. I wonder if they're still going to be out here saying ICE gotta go, get rid of ICE, which they didn't say during Obama, but now it's ICE gotta go. But child, that's a whole nother live stream. Come on, Angry Man, child. I ain't got all night.
It's not just about these kids like Karmelo that get caught up in a situation and get prosecuted. What about these kids that lose their lives like the Trayvon Martins? You see the scene where you have the mother standing up there giving the press conference and receiving a hefty settlement check. This is the BS. Because if it was really about Karmelo or any of these kids being human beings, that energy and that money would have shown up long before these situations ever happened. It would have been in raising him right, not in cashing in after he's already convicted or already dead. You can't tell me you...
Angry Man. Yeah, he must have been listening. This is the key. You got to be out of here, sassy straights, the black ones, or you got to be a criminal. And then that's when women will recognize you, give a damn about you, quote unquote, and then they will fight for you. We see it playing out right now. What's right is wrong. What's wrong is right.
Of a child while you're building a fundraiser off of the worst thing he ever did. At some point, it stops looking like love and starts looking like opportunity. Now let's talk about the side nobody ran a fundraiser for. Austin Metcalf, 17 years old, stabbed through the heart at a track meet, and he's never coming back. His family didn't get $600,000. His family got a funeral. They got an empty seat at the table for the rest of their lives. And I'm trying to understand a community that can find that kind of money for one who did the killing, but not $1, not one march for for the boy who actually lost his life. That's the part I can't get. Now don't get me.
Well, let's be honest. The Blicks are not going to do that. And in this case, this is probably the best thing. Okay. What I think is the problem, though, where the real problem started is when they kicked that man out of that news conference, honestly. When you brought up fake Al Sharpton Jr. to be in charge, like these people, in my opinion, these people clearly are not good at picking people to represent them. I'll put it that way. Because as soon as we saw National Action Network, it's like, seriously? Then you found out about his damn past and what he was into. They still kept him. He's still around. And now he's on TMZ. And now he's on all these other things. Now he's doing his press junket, I guess you would call it. Who wants to hear from that nigga? Child, grift from the beginning. We called that grift from the beginning from that man. The National Action Network, he just tossed the G in there, so we're supposed to think that it's different. But spend your money how you want to, because I certainly will. Shout out to my nails, ready for my birthday cruise. Shout out to HMG in the building. Thank you, honey. Said, Auntie, you thought we was done tricking it off. We got time. Where my petty cousin Reaper at? Sassy Straits, form up. Shout out to the Sassies. Okay? You are only good when you are either a criminal or you die. I'll be making sure that I keep you abreast of it. Okay? Reaper, I appreciate you. He said, I was trying to wait for Scorched Earth Cuzzo. Hit the like button. Who's Scorched Earth Cuzzo? You must be talking about Wayne. Uncle Rick said they could have been a bridge moment. Colored ruined that. I agree. But you allow that man to talk for you, and he absolutely screwed that up. And it's been shit ever since. But I also am the one that said this lawyer seemingly ain't shit either. But we'll get to that. We getting there. Shout out to Anton.
You're wrong. I don't know. They may have raised some money for the Metcalf family. If they did, y'all got to forgive me. I hadn't heard anything about it. Everything I see is money for the Anthony family, right? But we love to fund the aftermath and not the prevention. Correct. And see, this is the same thing I told you last time. We love to wait until everything is broken, and then we want to fix it. It's like we're allergic to. It's
called reactive as opposed to proactive, of which I've called plenty of times as well. But the colored community does not like to listen. They like to do everything their way and then expect everyone else to come behind them after their foolishness. See, that's the part that they don't seem to understand. Continue to listen to the wrong people, never want to do the hard work, never want to do anything differently, have the same results over and over again, listen to those same people, wash, rinse, repeat, and then all of a sudden we're supposed to come together for fucking what? What are you doing for me, Bueller? Is this thing on? What have you done for me lately? Shout out to Janet. Child, these people never give back. I'm not even specifically talking about the Anthony family. I'm just talking about all the people that every time somebody is deceased, they putting up a GoFundMe, can't get home from Miami, GoFundMe. Child, it's always like, if you are grown enough to go do this, then you grown enough to take care of the shit. That's just how life works. I don't understand why people think it's everybody else's responsibility to do something for you. It is not. Take care of yourself. You want to have 10 kids? Take care of them crumb snatchers. You don't want to be with the baby father, or you don't want to get married? That's fine. Good luck to you. It's not our responsibility. No. We got our own families. We have our own children. We have our own responsibility. And I'm sick of this narrative about how everybody's supposed to come together. Well, when I want people to come together, y'all don't want to listen. But you think I'm supposed to come together? Yeah, nah, that's not how that's going to work. No. Not me. I told you, I got nothing to give. I have nothing to give. HMG, I appreciate you. He said, Spiders, Reaper, Makeup, Nicole, Weave, HMG, yeah, Dallas. Is Dallas here? I didn't even see her. I know Auntie hate to see us coming in the chat. Child, Dallas, and between Dallas and Tadisha. Woo! Y'all, oh, there she is. Spoke her right. Spoke her right up. Shout out to all of y'all. Let's get it. We got 148 between both streams. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Prevention. And what do they say? Don't they say something like a ounce of prevention is worth I forgot how that goes. We'll raise 6 figures after the blood's already spilled.
Because a black man is not good for anything until he is deceased or a criminal. He's proven my point.
If you ask the community to put that same money, that same outrage, that same organization into the prevention of the violence on our blocks every day, we get silent because the aftermath gives you somebody else to blame, especially if it's a racial situation. But prevention makes you look in the mirror, and we don't like to look in the mirror, not in this community. So I'm gonna leave you with this. A community will show you exactly what it values by where it opens its wallet, where it puts its money. And we just told
the community, and I'm talking about poors, shout out to the poors and the fake poors, where they put their money into Beyonce's pocket. Thank you, Derwin. Shout out to Derwin the Destroyer. Thank you for the hearts, boo. Put their money into Beyonce and Chris Brown and Usher now and Meg Thee Stallion. Listen to Meg Thee Stallion. Listen to Sukiana and the other one, child. What is her name? Child, you know her name. Sexy Red. Let's put the worst things up and follow that. Instead of when Felicia Rashad says something, you down her and you attack her. Monique says something, who ain't even my favorite person, okay? But she said something that made sense, y'all down her. I'll say some shit that makes sense to help you colors with your money. You don't want to hear it. Dave Ramsey is racist. Cool. Continue with your GoFundMes. Continue with your GoFundMes, especially with the people that are saying, the eggs is high, the milk is high, I can't afford to live, I can't afford to rent, I can't afford to eat, I can't. But somehow, some way, spiders, makeup, and weave seem to always work out. And lest we not forget, y'all supposed to be boycotting the Asians. So I'm thinking we should be starting to see less plastered hair to your forehead. Allegedly. Let me move on from Angry Man. Shout out to Angry Man. Let's go over to BCP next. This is one of the videos. It says, Black woman delivers harsh reality check to Black people crying over Karmelo Anthony going to prison. Oh no, this can't be good. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, I thought I changed over. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. Glorilla too. Now she pregnant. I thought it was. I guess that's out the window. Now that she done told all y'all to keep getting Roe v. Wade's, get a Roe and Cam with the Roe v. Wade's. Thank you, Vernon, for the floating heart jewels. Thank you, boo. The Roe v. Wade's. Y'all don't have nothing to say about that. That's what y'all support. Well, let me rephrase. I don't know who's here or not. This is what the community supports. ABs. And Cam starting out her campaign at an AB clinic and, excuse me, bringing ABs to the damn Democratic National Convention. And then when we say, some of us say, yeah, that's not cool. We don't like that. We supposed to shut up and dribble, child. Continue on thinking that that's what's going to happen. This is the reason why these people are so out of touch. You're out of touch. I'm out of time. Shout out to Hall & Oates. Yeah, I ain't even got no voice to sing. All right, I'll cut back. But y'all too busy thinking that you know, or they're too busy thinking that they got all the answers and they know everything and will not listen to anyone else using the same tired ass tactics from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, thinking that's going to work in 2026. And that's what people are going to follow in 2026 with all this ability to find out anything that people want to and the computer right in their hand. Thinking that they can just go ahead and continue this way and everybody's just going to go along with it. Well, good luck to them. Good luck to them with all that. Especially Rolly and the crew, who you already know is going to be utilizing this to keep people on the hook, the worm on the hook, to make sure that they vote the way that he wants to, which is basically Democrat. And even though I didn't thoroughly go over that video, I might do it again. They definitely think and know that they are better than everyone else, meaning the D9ers and the Boule. Remember, they got on the phone and got all that shit together quick for Cam. What in the hell have they done for any of y'all? Nothing but tell you what to do. Amazing. HMG, I appreciate you. He says, Auntie Death the Reaper made a good point. The Metcalf father was jumping off the porch today. Whoo, child. Yeah, we about to watch it. Please tell me you will cover. Oh, yeah. I'm about to look at him in a second, and then the Anthony's. They've been on a world tour with the mic in my hand. All right, I said I would stop. It's hard, child. It's hard. Pause. Clue Studio in the building. Long time no see. I appreciate you, hon. He says these are the kids and grandkids of the people that celebrated OJ's ago. Oh no, you might be right though. That was it. That was June as well, y'all. Because there was playoffs going on. If I'm not mistaken, the Lakers were in the playoffs at the time. That's when I was watching basketball. And that's when the Bronco chase started. In the middle, they was showcasing picture in picture. They didn't turn off the game, y'all. They just picture in picture the chase, and everybody was watching both at the same time. Fun times, y'all. Fun times. If you wasn't here, you missed out on some good times. Okay. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. HMG, thank you, honey. Said Glorilla said, and a nigga ain't got me. Now she pregnant. Exactly. Because that's you know why? That's the nigga she wants. That's the difference. When people be saying that, like different men be saying that type of stuff, that is absolutely why, because that's the man that she wants. Say I'm lying. Anyway. All right, let's hear BCP.
Is shown to jurors, but it was shown in 4K clear to the people that witnessed it. No,
y'all, I'm so sick of seeing this lady. She is all over damn Instagram, getting on my damn nerves.
Witness on that stand had that little man's back. None, 0 out of 21 people being questioned. Come on, man, I'm done with all of that. I feel the same way about white people, the same way they feel about my people. Yeah, try one of us.
Sounds like somebody needs a nap, because I completely understand how it feels to be so tired, but then to misdirect all of my frustration in the wrong direction. It sounds like so many people are running away from accountability as well as responsibility, rather than running to it, taking it, reevaluating our community and our voice influence, and teaching them the right thing rather than teaching them to always be victims. We glorify YNs, we glorify anger, we glorify unforgiveness and hatred, and then get mad when the system judges you based on your actions. With all of that's built up in your hearts, woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who judge according to favoritism, which is in and of itself sin.
Let's be honest, bro. 2 high school students arguing back and forth, does that really justify somebody to lose their life? Like, let's just be honest. If I tell you, bro, I wish you would. Come on, I dare you, nigga, touch me. If I'm saying stuff like that, does that sound like I'm a victim at that point? Like, let's really be honest, bro. Let's cut out all the race. Let's just make these people vote the color green. Come on, like what? I don't get it, man. And I know people gonna call me a sellout. They definitely gonna see that. Boy, I know I'm gonna get ate up in the comments, but I'm just being honest, bro. We all know what's the number one rule when it comes to dealing with people that you don't want to deal with. Hey, back out the fight. You don't gotta argue every point. The moment you stand there arguing with people saying, I wish you would, bro, you not sounding like a helpless victim no more. And you in high school and you shanked the dude, bro. Man.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Being black right now is completely embarrassing. For days, I've watched black people jump around like monkeys, act a belligerent fool.
Yo, that's our favorite part of yesterday, y'all. And then he got arrested afterwards, child. What a great example, child. What a great example. I tell you.
Jump around like monkeys, act a belligerent fool, act a whole entire nut over a decision that somebody chose to do. And now, y'all are out here harming innocent white people in the name of Karmelo Anthony. We are the reasons that we are at the bottom of the totem pole. No other race is responsible for why we are here. We put our own self in bondage. We put our own selves in captivity. All because of our stupidity. It's all because of the bad behavior. What do we say? We know when a person has learned their lesson through changed behavior, and the behavior is still the same. We have not learned nothing. Because we have learned nothing, we are continuing to rot as a nation of people. That is why I'm so grateful that God has separated me from the majority of you.
Wait. So, you gotta continue.
Oh my goodness gracious. HMG, thank you, boo. He said the man she want, like Lotto, by a married man. Okay, it doesn't, child, y'all already know, for those that are the regulars, there's no sisterhood. There's no sisterhood. They're gonna go for what they want. They're gonna do whatever they want, then come out here and lie and tell you and the rest of y'all that you ain't ish. You already know how it goes. So then when you die, though, is when you get your flowers. So just FYI, that's how that works. But yeah, so there are some people that at least are having some sort of critical thinking instead of going with shit that people just made up. I mean, should it be red rum necessarily? Maybe not. But what is it? Manslaughter? Probably more so. I don't know if he intentionally did it, like was coming to do it to Austin. But clearly he had his weapon for some reason. And since nobody wants to talk about that, because just like with Cyrus, they don't want to talk about why a 14-year-old has a gun. You know, these are the things that need to be discussed, that need to not only be discussed with your kids, but needs to be discussed in the community as a whole to stop basically thug culture, YNs. But that's not what the community wants. So that's not what's going to happen. Kids will still follow it. The drill rapper stuff is what was going on with Julio Fulio. And then all of a sudden that was wrong. Remember, they was trying to cut for them because they started crying when their sentencing came in. I guess at least their family stayed for that, yeah.
Our coverage of black people lying and coping with the reality of Karmelo Anthony going to prison, okay? Because apparently they've had a bad week.
Oh, and yeah, I speeded up, child. I don't even know if I can watch TV at a regular pace at this point because everything is sped up.
Really, really, really bad week. The Rick Chow case, now the Karmelo Anthony case, the verdict, they bent, right? They real bent, they're real mad, they're real upset, they're real emotional, right? Currently, what's going on?
White people need to understand that it's not that we don't think that other black people do anything wrong. The problem is we want everybody to face the same consequences. So Karmelo Anthony being found guilty of murder is insane. It's insane because if two big black boys rolled up on Austin and he said them after he was assaulted, it wouldn't be the same conversation. It wouldn't be the same conversation. And then to say that Karmelo was the aggressor, he was the aggressor and he was sitting down minding his own damn business and they rolled up on him. I don't even understand how that could possibly make sense. And then the thing that kills me the most is that every time some shit happens with black people, it's like the white people always act like they're so afraid of black people. They always fear for their life. We're so aggressive and we're just so threatening.
When have white people said they were scared of black people? Anybody, Bueller? I feel like that's a narrative I've never heard. White people, is that y'all's narrative? Any white people here today? I feel like I've never heard that before. Maybe it's just me, child. Maybe it's just me. She's just like, white people are scared of black people. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. All right. Well, are y'all scared of black people? Just a yes or no is fine. Clue, thank you for another 10. I appreciate you, honey. Said, as a FBA, foundational Black American, I find your video very offensive, Miss Messy. You must hate your mother. Of course I do. You found me out. You found me out. Listen, always. I get it. I know. But yeah, no. But this lady and what she's making up, and is her hair lifting up? Like, what is going on with her hair? Like, child, these people just come out here looking any old way. This is why I'm not on camera, because I don't need y'all talking about me, and I'm not interested in getting myself together for this. So it's freaking almost 11 o'clock at night. Ain't no way. HMG says Rick Chow had 4 black jurors, but shout out to racism. Well, they're not going to point out that part. They only want to point out the part that he got off and Karmelo didn't. But one honestly has nothing to do with the other. And all the other things that they're just bringing up for no reason to try to... I love how people always bring up Kyle Rittenhouse. I'd be like, why do y'all keep bringing him up? He ain't even do nothing to black people. Y'all love bringing that nigga up. I'm confused. But y'all, what do I know? If that's what you like, y'all like it, we love it. Y'all like it, we love it. And this is what coloreds do too. They go and call names because that's all they got. They have nothing to counter, to have a discussion, and then they have the nerve to talk about what white people do when they are participating in the same culture that they allegedly like. They're participating in their downfall because they're not trying to change the narrative. They're not trying to do anything differently, because once you try to do something that makes sense and that actually works for society as a whole, then y'all know that that's considered acting white. And we already know that that's what ignorant coloreds think. People that think that a person is deceased and no one should be held accountable for no particular reason. As I always say, I don't believe anybody should be taking anybody on up out of here unless you're doing something to a kid, unfortunately, or it's like, you know, these crazy ass people in all these damn cities that are wilding the F out. Shout out to Baltimore, Chicago. And at this point, is it Portland or Seattle? at one of them up there, wilding with that socialist mayor. Uncle Rick says, is it strange that Black women seem to always believe they have an understanding of how violence is used and applied? Isn't that interesting? They know everything. Well, they're the most educated. Uncle Rick, you know they're the most educated. I'm just saying. So of course, they know it all. But they ain't got nothing. They know that y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit until you're dead or you're a criminal. That's how that goes. Shout out to my fave in the building. He said, laugh out loud, Kyle Rittenhouse pew-pewed a Chalomester. I didn't even know that. I just know they wasn't Black people. That's it. I don't know. But thanks for the info. I believe you, but because I know you, but I didn't know that. Thank you, boo. Shout out to HMG. He says it's Seattle. Okay, auntie, not too much on my city. Okay. That's the one where that crazy lady is running it, child. I don't understand. But Ma'am Danby is the same. So we'll just watch and see. Come on, girl. What else you got?
Yet y'all don't ever leave us the fuck alone. Why are you always running towards something that you're so scared of? If you're so scared of Black people, oh my God, Black people, they're gonna rob me, they're gonna shoot me, they're gonna kill me, they're gonna rape me, why the fuck y'all don't ever leave us alone? You can't go nowhere without a white person all up in.
I just came from a lot of different wares today, and no white person bothered me. They actually were very kind. I would love, no, I don't want to know, child, because some of the places that some of you colors be hanging out, I'm thinking you might need a change of scenery. Child, y'all must need a change of scenery because y'all got issues. You can't leave the house. You can't go here. You can't be with a man. You can't do this. Can't do. White people are following you. White people are giving you a hard time, child. Y'all are so consumed. I can't take it. It's too much. Remind me never to go to Chicago, even though they allegedly have good pizza.
Your goddamn business trying to tell you where to go, where to be, what you need to do, how you ain't allowed to do this, how you ain't allowed to do that. Like, why y'all don't leave us alone if y'all so goddamn scared of Black people? That don't make no damn sense. Y'all not scared. Y'all hate us because y'all jealous of us. Y'all have a whole bunch of other shit y'all dealing with.
Here we go.
Y'all take out on us.
America, a fucked up place, yo. They just charged this young boy Karmelo Anthony with murder for fucking defending himself. These two white boys, he out in the daytime at a track meet, whatever the fuck he mind his fucking business. These two white boys walk up on him and try to remove.
I love how all these people got all the play-by-plays, the moment-by-moments, the minute-by-minutes, and wasn't nowhere there.
Movie now, they say the coaches was trying to get him to leave beforehand and all that. They asked him to leave 15 times. You can ask me whatever the fuck you want. I don't have to adhere to what the fuck you. And why wasn't the police called then? These two average white boys off the fucking street.
Now we're talking about calling the police, child. So in other words, it sounds like no lessons will be learned from this, and wash, rinse, repeat.
Ain't no fucking security. These niggas gonna walk up to me and put their hands on me, and then Texas gonna find him guilty of fucking homicide, talking about some you not supposed to meet a push with a stab. Once a nigga violate my personal space, the way I choose to violate his personal space is 100% my motherfucking option.
So as a lot of colors start to go to jail, y'all, the GoFundMe's will be up. Get yourselves ready, open up your wallets, and make sure you donate.
Choice, what you mean? And then all of this shit happens. I add all of this shit happens in the same week that a Chinese man shoot a little Black boy in his fucking back after chasing him down a whole motherfucking football field.
And don't forget that happened 3 years ago. No colored was talking about it. No colored was worried about it. Wasn't on their radar. Then all of a sudden, when the man got off, everybody knew about it. Didn't know one thing about it. Never talked one thing about it. And nothing. But y'all put it into a narrative. Oh, yeah, we can put this in with Karmelo. Let's put this in with Karmelo. It's perfect. This is perfect. Like I said, dead or criminal. That's the only time you Black sassy straights matter. What nobody thinking about no Cyrus. Nobody. Oh, it fits in with Karmelo. It fits in with Karmelo. Y'all. Shout out to Paul Revere in the building. I appreciate you, boo. He said, I can only speak for myself as a biological sassy and straight Black Caucasian male. In regards to whom is scared of whom, I reference highly educated scholar Bone Crusher. I ain't never scared. I'm not supposed to be singing tonight, Wombat, but I got it. I love it. That is typically the sentiment. That is definitely typically the sentiment. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, boo. Shout out to HMG. He said, Auntie, Seattle voted on an audit for Somali scammers. The mayor vetoed the decision because it would cause racism, but Democrats believe in democracy. Yeah, that's who people want to follow. That's who Black women want to follow. That's who LTMs want to follow, let them. And then when another Republican becomes president, we try to tell y'all, but you can't tell people who swear they know everything, even though the results are the same over and over and over again. Hamster wheel, welcome to the party.
For not stealing from his motherfucking store and then going to court and getting found not guilty. I thought we was awful. At what point do we draw the line for self-defense and say, oh yeah, no, this was that? Y'all niggas walked up to me and put y'all fucking hands on me and I stabbed y'all and I'm found guilty. That's not self-defense. But a nigga chased a nigga for a football field and shot him in the back and that's self-defense? What the fuck is we doing here in America, bro? The lines are so blurred. It's 16 from Channel 16 News, bro. And I realized as a black man, my life don't mean a motherfucking thing out here. I thought
y'all already knew. We thought you knew. You think that they see it the way that we are seeing it? No, you're not. Your life isn't worth anything. That's not even just white people. That's black people too. When do y'all get recognition? Hell, even when we showed Bill Cosby and he was trying to teach way back when, he was ridiculed. He was talked about. Nobody has been listening. Your colors got some freedom, and I'm not even talking about from slavery. I'm talking about the internet, cell phones, no child left behind. So now y'all want to be out here thinking that you know everything. You won't look anything up. You won't research anything. You go by blogs that show the worst of us. And that ain't a part of me, but a bunch of black fat bitches from whatever Zeus network show. And y'all don't have a problem with that. That's the image of the culture. That is the image that you all support. Not some of y'all, but enough of y'all, because I see y'all, okay? Y'all don't speak out against none of that. You allow these kids to come up with a new YN name. Who was trying to tell them to stop? Will Smith, in the beginning, was trying to tell people not to cuss and rap. That's what he was saying. And then it was, don't use the N-word. I forget who was saying that. You can't tell us we took the word back. Child, what? We took the word back. It don't mean nothing. Let a white person say the N-word. Oh my God! Y'all wilding out. I thought y'all took it back. Child, I've been hearing that for years now. So then what do? You add another word. YN. Took off like hotcakes. It ain't even been a year for that word. Everybody know it that quick. The debauchery flows easily. The actual work gets pushed back on, and then it's because of someone else. But white people, but racism, but white supremacy. I remember, and I don't have brothers and I don't have no sons, but I know damn well back in the 80s that men, and maybe even women, I'm sure women, taught their sons how to act with regard to if you get pulled over and how you're supposed to act when you go out in the world. Now, should you have to? Of course not. But in some instances, the goal is to bring your ass home. And the thing is that this dude is saying that he knows that his life ain't worth nothing. But sir, I need you to know that it's more than just white people that thinks that your life is worth nothing. Now, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe me, but you can see it. As long as you're doing what Democrats and black women tell you to do, low testosterone males and white women, everything's all good in the hood. Go out on your own. Go vote for Donald Trump. Go vote for J.D. Vance. Go vote for one of them other ones. Brian Donaldson, I think his name is. You're a traitor. You're a coon. How could you? Oh my God. I'm sorry. Do y'all not have your own brain to decide what you want to do? Just like if you don't want to take on single moms. Like now, how many times do y'all get called names because you decide, thank you, Smitty, I appreciate the jewels. How many times do y'all get shit because you don't want to deal with single moms? You don't want to date a single mom. You don't want to deal with nobody's baby daddy. And you get ridiculed for that. You get ridiculed for that from whoever, however, whenever, a bunch of black bitches for the most part. And you get it from men, low testosterone. We just heard Funky Dineva tell y'all that you are the cancer of the community. Who defended y'all? Who? Not them bitches in the comments, because they're as usual. Going right along with it. Not the sassy boys. Not the sassy boys. We don't do that, not the gay boys. That's what he was saying. And they was going right along with them. You can't do what you want. You can't think what you want. You can't feel how you want. You can't do the things that you want to do the way that you want to do it. Because if you don't, then you hate your mama. You hate your mama. Say I'm lying. Some sort of dumbass insult. That's why you colors that be in here with your insults, child, ain't nobody worrying about that. Y'all be worried about that shit. Child, y'all be worried about that shit. Because name calling at the end of the day ain't gonna get you what you want. Because if you want someone to follow you, that's the best way to do it. Like all the heifers that be spazzing out and be sitting up here, keying your cars and flattening your tires, and then be like, I hate you, and then be ready to F you 15 minutes later. Say I'm lying. HMG, I appreciate you. He said, Auntie, please cover Crockett unhinged rant about Karmelo. I think we did that yesterday. I'm pretty sure. And that I got that in the beginning of Karmelo videos, at least a part of it anyway. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. Thank you, Boo, for being a member for 11 months. He said, Messi, I truly have to start my own channel. Like you said, yes, you do. There are so many complete idiots making confident, dumb videos. I know I'd be better than most. You did good yesterday. You did good when you were here, and you did good when you were over there with Spaces. So I think you should, for sure. Shout out to Fa. You start a channel, we all gonna follow you, right? Shout out to Clue with another 10. I appreciate you, Boo. He said, I'm blocking you, Miss Messy, because you ain't on. Oh. Child, I only know the code to the safe. No other codes do I know. But thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Legend in the building. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. All right, hurry up.
Try my best to stay out of trouble in unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I know. Hard concept, tough concept, very tough for these black people. Don't commit crimes. Stay out of trouble. And you won't end up going to jail, right? It is likely that you won't end up in situations like this if you don't go into convenience stores armed, looking to steal, right? Trying to steal and then running away after being confronted on possibly stealing something, or stabbing somebody.
Damn, Greg looking a little rough. I'm going to advise you to go to the Asians and go ahead and get that haircut done, sir.
In the heart because you're told to move from an area that you should be in. Yeah, if you don't do things like that, then you won't end up in prison, right? Yeah, I think it's a very simple concept, but that requires emotional control, which is something that a lot of these black folks just don't have, right? Black people are just not good at emotional control. And I think that's the main takeaway from a lot of this stuff. And, I will say, even though it seems like a lot of black people are supporting Karmelo, which they are, right? Let's just be honest. There are some black people who are speaking some common sense, like this woman right here. I stumbled across her video and I thought it was a really, really, really good response, a reality check to the so-called pro-blacky blacks who are so upset about what happened to Karmelo.
Black people, go home. Okay, he's guilty. Go home. All right, ain't no need you getting in trouble. Okay, and going to jail too. Go home. This is not the time to protest. This is not the time to riot. This is not the time to act a fool. Okay, this is not the time. Okay, the time to do all of that was y'all could have prevented all of this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never have this much energy for anything in the black community unless it includes somebody else of another race. Never.
Facts. Or a police officer, right? Or a police officer.
Exactly. Because that story, I think Reaper sent it to me about that asshole who deleted his 4-year-old child to get back at the mom. I don't see nobody, no Black Lives Matter or nobody out there for that. Nothing. Not a damn thing. I can't do it tonight, y'all. I can't do it. Shout out to Lively Cuts. I appreciate you, honey. Said I'm late to the party, but Bueller, you ain't missed too much. You ain't missed too much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
Because other black people, killing each other, they don't care. They could care less. They care less. In fact, again, there's a whole culture around it.
Okay, like black people kill black people every single day. I'm talking about smoking motherfuckers, and y'all post videos, y'all laugh, y'all like, oh, he was this and he was, nigga, you can't tell the truth no more in the black community. You consider.
What about Julio Fulio? Even though I know that's allegedly GANG related, but down for sweat equity. They ain't mentioned sweat equity with Karmelo though.
Fucking snitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably mad at the 4 black boys. I don't know if those boys, but the 4 black people who testified against him, y'all probably mad at them, calling them all kind of names. I know y'all are. You know what I'm saying? People know the difference between right and wrong. Right is right, wrong is wrong. It don't matter how the fuck you look and what your skin color is. You don't get a pass because you black. Okay? He's guilty.
Right?
Y'all know he's guilty.
Exactly.
Y'all trying to get back from what and for who and for what purpose?
Kyle Rittenhouse, child. Kyle Rittenhouse. HMG member for a month. I appreciate you. Boo. He said hit the like button. Family, yes, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
This is gonna serve.
That's the crazy part about this. I keep hearing Trayvon Martin, Kyle Rittenhouse. Daniel Penny, right? I hear all these different people, these different cases. I'm like, none of these.
Y'all always in an uproar about something, but when it happens in our community every day, y'all turn y'all head and act like y'all ain't seeing shit.
Correct.
Okay? No snitching, don't do that. It's against blah 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 blah. Y'all see this shit happening every single day, and y'all don't say anything. It's only when another race is involved. It's only when another race is involved. Y'all don't care about y'all own communities. Y'all know what's going on in your community. Ain't nobody gonna speak up and say shit. But as soon as somebody else, y'all got so much to say. You can't speak on this. You're not black. You can't speak on this. I'm black, and I've been saying this forever.
Exactly. This comment is ignorant. I'm sorry Austin Metcalf lost his life, but so that means she's not really sorry. No one should be able to tell you where you can sit. This isn't 1863 or 1963. You can't tell people where they can sit. So what the colored community wants is no rules, which I've already been saying that too, to be able to do whatever they want, and everybody else has to follow the rules. And that's the ignorant shit that's going to get them in trouble, because child, stay the fuck away from me and mine, and I promise you I won't come around to you. Then if we're going to be lawless, of which we were going there anyway, which is why I'm getting the fuck up on out of here, then y'all can have it. Remember that when it happens over and over and over again, do not call out for boycotts. Do not call out for no help. Don't send out no GoFundMes. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Child, you gotta pick a seat in the movie theater now because y'all so crazy. Or whoever, people, period. And whoever just wrote a second ago that people are wilding out, I think it was Rose everywhere. People are wilding out everywhere and then want to use the excuse of racism or C-19, whatever excuse they want to use instead of just being fucking normal. That's all you have to do. If you people are trying to say that you should be able to delete people because they say something to you, the Democrats and black women and white women and low testosterone males are the people that talk about freedom of speech. But as soon as some speech is freedomly used, then all of a sudden y'all got complaints about it. Rules for thee, but not for me is what y'all really want. And guess the fuck what? The rest of us say you can look, I said I was going to calm down. Everybody else says you don't follow the rules, you go to jail. You don't delete people because somebody said something. Imagine me doing that every time somebody says my name wrong. People have been saying my name wrong my whole damn life. Just like when the ABCDs started talking about you gotta say your pronouns. Pronoun my ass, okay? I'm not doing that shit, and I'm not going along with this shit either. If someone says Mr., I just say Mrs. If somebody says him, I say her. It's as simple as that. It is a conversation. It's called being a functioning person in society. I understand that enough of you colors don't understand that, but you might want to get a clue, or y'all gonna be in there with Karmelo or whoever the fuck else. Because, child, I'm not coming to none of a protest. I'm giving up nothing, and I don't give a fuck. Especially if you're a daggone adult. If you are an adult and you think that it makes sense that you delete someone because they said something to you, then that means you don't believe in freedom of speech, and y'all need to back that shit down on the Democratic fucking side. We are tired of y'all's back and forth and talking out of both sides of your mouth. No one's playing these games with y'all. Y'all can play them with your damn selves. Nothing that you people say make any sense whatsoever. Keep following them white women. Keep following them white women. Then they're going to go home to their daggone husbands, and y'all going to still be out there in the daggone street looking half damn crazy, looking for some damn help that can't nobody give you. Shout out to Wombat. I appreciate you, boo. He said, I can't stand either party or the government. I agree. But watching reactions when I tell liberals I voted Orange Man is hilarious. The racism is so real. Exactly. And anytime that any of us say something, it always got you. I got to be honest. I really haven't heard a lot about Donald Trump lately with regard to this, which is a miracle upon itself, in my opinion. But when you already know, whenever I say anything that's a criticism to black people, it always got to turn into you're a Republican, conservative, MAGA, or you like Donald Trump. And it's like, that's what you get out of that? That shows that you don't use that shit between your head, which is the same thing with that person with that damn comment. You focusing on your feelings, you're not using critical thinking, and that's why, at the end of the day, really and honestly, why Karmelo is in this situation. Because someone failed him, Unlike my stepfather that told me that you don't go off of your emotions. Women need to understand this. That's why you be fucking up your relationships. You do not go and do shit based off of your fucking emotions. You take a step back and you think about it, because you can change the total trajectory of your fucking life by one moment of your emotional fucking behavior. And that is what the fuck happened here. I don't care what none of y'all say. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. I don't care what none of y'all say. This is why I am saying that I don't think he particularly went there for him. However, he totally didn't think about his actions. And the way that a lot of people like that heifer and these other people are acting, you are showing because they're watching. You are showing because they are watching that it is okay to take people out. So when kids start doing it, remember all these people, famous, mind you, and politicians who are saying this shit. You are basically showing them right the fuck now that it is okay to do that shit. You don't think. You just talk and react. And then you sit up here and try to act like just because someone doesn't do what you want that they're wrong. You're no more right than me. I'm no more right than you. I am entitled to my motherfucking opinion. And so are you. And if I said what I said, I meant what I said. That's it. That's all. And please understand, the part about y'all's kids is watching. And when they start doing it, I don't want to hear one fucking GoFund send me or whatever the fuck that shit is called. Don't send that shit to me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, because I'm going to definitely be referring back to this. Even though y'all ain't parenting your kids any damn way. What are we supposed to do? Parent your fucking kids so that they don't go out and make these dumbass mistakes. All kids make mistakes. We all make mistakes. That's not the question. That's not the question. The question is, are you participating in your fucking kids' life? And that means that you talk to them and you let them know how they're supposed to act when they leave the house. Now look at all this damn embarrassment. How many times have I said that? That's why people losing their jobs outside of the layoffs. But because you out here, people out here doing and saying the most, and then you get fired because you're bringing shame to the company that you work for. And that's the same thing that you need to be teaching your kids. Don't bring shame to the family name. But then again, y'all got so many family names because you got so many fucking baby daddies. All your kids got different names. I don't know a life like that. And I'm not ashamed. And I'm not ashamed, and I don't feel bad, and I'm not going to feel bad, because you motherfuckers try to say that people like me who get married and have a family, a nuclear fucking family, this is how backwards the community is. You say that that's wrong, but it's okay to fucking have Glorilla out here, another single baby mom, and then when those niggas that y'all been fucking that really don't want you at the end of the daggone day, sit up here and say that these sassy straights say that they don't want y'all because you done effed every single person in your damn neighborhood, then y'all feeling some kind of way and saying that black men don't like their mother. No, they don't like your whore ass with all your fucking kids and all your fucking baby daddies. That's what they don't like. And ain't nobody gonna come and save y'all asses. Maybe you should teach your damn daughters that shit, and your damn sons, actually. But y'all don't want to teach nobody. Y'all just want to go ahead and just carry on like nothing is going on, and then blame other people when it's actually the man in the fucking mirror. Miss me with that bullshit.
They're going to keep fucking around, and they're going to keep finding out, okay? That mama got on the stand and wanted the court to have mercy on her son. Like she didn't know what the fuck her son was doing.
We said the same thing about Sean Gaithwaite. And the other one that was sitting up there begging, no, we don't want to die. We don't want to die. I'm sorry, you wasn't worrying about the person that you took on up out of here. We had the same smoke for those niggas. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about that. Oh, yeah, that don't matter because it's colored against colored. Y'all don't care about that shit. Oh, then when you saw how cute Sean was, then all of a sudden, the stars came out to say sweat equity. That's what it was. You learned a new word. Sweat equity. That's slavery. Because y'all are obsessed with a time that you wasn't even here for. You would think that y'all was the fucking slaves. Sweat equity is modern slavery. It's work that you do when you're in jail because you're a criminal. Okay? So be mad, be glad. When did they start talking, y'all? Soon as they asked that ex-warden, mind you, it was an ex-warden who happened to be white. What do you think, sir? Oh, we can get a lot of sweat equity because the older generation is aging out. Then y'all came through. Because like I said, Sassy Straights, dead or criminal, they don't give a fuck about you. They do not care about you until you are dead or until you are a criminal. Then that's when they come out here for y'all. You already know.
How you don't know what your child is doing? You know, parents know exactly who their kids are. You know how I know? That's they fucking kids. How you don't know what your child is doing? So as soon as a child get in trouble, it's like, oh, my baby was good. He was a good kid. If he was a good kid, why you out here murdering people?
Right.
Ma'am?
Not my baby. You already know.
Right.
Who's having mercy for Austin and his family?
Boom.
Where is the mercy for the grieving family? Yes, okay, he's going to jail. It is a loss for both families. But one family can still talk to their family member, and one family will never be able to talk to their family member. That's the whole point, okay? That's his mercy right there, is that he's breathing right now. Because if it had been an eye for eye, baby, he's supposed to be gone too. You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all be delusional up here. It doesn't make any sense. We literally see killing every day in our neighborhoods, and we turn a blind.
Not in my neighborhood. However, we do cover Crime is Down regularly, and we can do it every day because the crime never stops. Shout out to Chicago and Brandon. Shout out to California with all of their thievery. What is his name? Child of Governor Newsom. Shout out to Doogie over there in Baltimore, allowing all that shit to go down. I just watched somebody's video about Baltimore, and they were saying how bad it is. Oh my God, I gotta go find it. I gotta look through my history and find it and try to bring that tomorrow. I'm like, because other people are saying Baltimore's not that bad. Oh, it's not? Oh, it's not? Okay, whatever you say. They doing it on purpose. But I digress. Everybody know everything. Nobody wanna listen. Wash, rinse, repeat. Keep listening to the old people and then complain about old people. That's the funny part about it. These people be complaining about and then still listening to the same people. Child, Vernon, thank you, hon. Thank you so much. You're so generous. I think you're the stream sponsor. I got to take a look. I appreciate you. He said both political parties are in the laundry business. They wash, rinse, and repeat the same shit. Absolutely. Both of them. We know. Trust me. Child. And then the funny part is that a subset of people think the other one is better than the other. We go after the Democrats for the most part because they're the only ones that be talking shit to us, trying to get us to accept some bullshit that don't make no sense, like calling me cis. What is it? Cis? Child, I don't even care. Don't call me cis unless you calling me a star. Other than that, I'm not trying to hear it. I'm a fucking woman, a real woman from birth until the grave. Hate it, like it, love it. A TI is what a TI is.
We don't say shit. The black community ain't doing nothing for the black community, but keeping the black community down. I said it. And y'all not out here doing nothing at all. But being in your feelings and trying to get everything fucking free. Y'all don't want to do shit. Yeah, y'all don't want to do shit, but fucking complain. He is guilty. I'm sorry. Take y'all narrow asses the fuck home and deal with tell your kids what the fuck is going on. I seen some lady say she got 5 boys. She don't know what to tell her boys now. Tell them motherfuckers to abide by the law. What's so hard about that? What's so hard about abiding by the law? Keep your hands to yourself. It's very simple. He could have kept, no matter what was going on under that tent, he could have kept his hands to himself, but he chose not to. A push does not equal death. A push does not equal getting stabbed. A push does not equal getting shot. I'm sorry. Who is teaching y'all this bullshit?
Tariq Nasheed, the amazing bottom, right? Willie D, right? That's what teaching them. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. That you have people who are literally arguing that a push justifies being stabbed in the heart, right? And again, it's crazy because that is how you create chaos, and that's why the black community is so chaotic, because of that type of mentality, right? Because of that type of mentality. It's
listening to Willie D. That's a problem right there in itself. Let's hear one of their interviews from the Anthonys. This is not that long. This is from CBS Texas, June the 10th, I guess from yesterday. Parents of Karmelo Anthony say trial was unfair from the start. We were delusional. Well, child, maybe they did some self-reflection. I won't fast forward this. It's only 2 minutes anyway, 2.5 minutes.
Karmelo Anthony's family is also talking tonight. They believe the trial was unfair from the start. They do plan to appeal. Our Ken Molestina to continue now our team coverage.
A day after the trial, Karmelo Anthony's parents, Andrew Anthony and Kayla Hayes, sat down to break their silence and to let the world know how they're feeling as their son begins his 30th.
I wonder if she's gonna stop buying Asian, child. I'm just asking questions.
Down to break their silence and to let the world know how they're feeling as their son begins his 35-year sentence for murder. Despite what a jury found, his parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murder. My son.
To kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murder.
Ma'am. He is.
Sentence for murder. Despite what a jury found, his parents dispute their son ever wanted to kill Austin Metcalf.
My son is no murder. My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. My son was defending himself. And that's what hurt so bad.
His mother recounts the moment she addressed the jury
and then left.
Made her plea to them during the sentencing phase.
To have mercy on my son. That's what I told the jury. I know they had their minds made up already. So, I mean, really wasn't much I could say to change their mind.
Both parents fighting back emotions and tears as they described what they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional. We thought we was going to get a fair shake.
They claimed there were inconsistencies from the get-go, despite witnesses who took an oath vowing to tell the truth.
Everyone actually lied on the stand.
Everyone.
All of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All of them.
Well, then why didn't y'all get up there and be the lawyer? I'm confused. Why didn't y'all go and take over? Take over for the high-powered attorney that allegedly is supposed to be good, according to one of the stations that we were listening to. They said that actually it may have been BCP that said he was a high-powered lawyer. Reaper, I appreciate you. He said they need the STFU, dumb parents, dumb son. Oh no. All right. Now she is sitting up here talking about my son's not a murderer. Ma'am, yeah, he actually is.
What they believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional. We thought we was going to.
Wait a minute. These are better than Puffy's. Look, it's all nice and crisp and everything. These drawings are much better than the Puffy trial, okay? Isn't it interesting though, with Puffy's trial, everyone believed everything. With this trial, nobody believes anything. Where they do that at? How does this work? I'm so confused. Believe nothing about as far as this is concerned, but child, everything that Diddy said, he did that shit. Ain't that what 50 has? Ain't that what 50 says? Yeah, he did that shit.
They believe was a flawed trial.
We were delusional. We thought we was going to get a fair shake.
They claimed there were inconsistencies from the get-go, despite witnesses who took an oath vowing to tell the truth.
Everyone actually lied on the stand.
Everyone.
All of the witnesses' statements were inconsistent. All of them.
His father says the court of public opinion had made up their mind about his son long before the trial began.
He was convicted when he walked out of the jail. If you looked at the news all last year, he was already convicted. If you look at it, it was already done. It was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
No one technically is innocent until proven guilty because everybody got to be minding everybody's business. And everybody got to be putting everything out into the ether. So maybe people should stop doing that, and that would help as well. But let's not act like we haven't allegedly heard how Texas is. I've even heard how Texas is, but you want to live there, live wherever you want, since everyone thinks that you can delete anyone that you want. So they move into an area where it's 3% Black people. I guess they was moving on up, right? I mean, people can, say all this stuff, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, people need to teach their children self-control. That's why there is so much crime. That's why they are out here doing teen takeovers. That's why they are out here handling your grandparents and your parents out on the street at times that they should be there and the kids should not. And then you got politicians who y'all support saying it's okay and don't talk about our kids and it's just a small gathering. while people are dying, while they're telling you, or let me rephrase it, while people are getting killed, while they're telling you that crime is down. Okay, whatever you say. Uncle Rick, thank you, hon. He said they showed Karmelo mercy. Texas has the DP. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. There you go. And guess he got some mercy, y'all. They could have put DP on the table. That's why people kept saying it. I was wondering why they were saying it. I was like, I didn't think it was a thing. All right. We be leering around here, yeah. HMG, thank you. He said even the Negroes lied on the stand, Auntie. Yeah, the one that was his friend, if I'm not mistaken. But is that a problem or is it not a problem that his friend lied? Like all of this lying, I don't know what to tell them, people. I don't know. That's why I believe in control what you can control. Control what you can control. You control how you respond to shit. You control how you act with shit. If people want their kids to be out here saying, you can't tell me because this ain't 1863, what happens, happens. What happens, happens. If it's a black person that says it and they delete you, though, it's okay. This is the thought process of these people right now. If a black person takes you out because they try to tell you what to do, it's okay. But if a white person does it, it's racism and we got to raise holy hell. Because yet again, you sassy straights lives don't matter unless you're deceased or you're a criminal. Thank you, Boo. He said non-oppressed Texan here. Oh, that's right. Shout out to Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Shout out to Val down there in Texas. JP down there in Texas. Who else is in Texas?
He says the threats of violence against them continue.
People want us dead. That's what.
After they still got what they want.
After they still got what they want, they still want us dead. I can see, you see, I go look at my phone, people want us dead. They want our family dead.
And now they're preparing to appeal.
They did a number on us.
A judicial process they believe wronged them.
We didn't get justice. A lot of things that were missed that should have been handled a certain way. However,
well, why are you not taking this to your attorney? Why don't you sue the attorney for, what would it be called? I know I'm attorney, but only on YouTube. What would it be called? Like you didn't do your job right, you messed it all up. Sounds like you should be suing the attorney. You need to find another attorney. Where are all the black attorneys? Where's Jasmine? Why isn't she offering her services? She in Texas. How come no one is offering to do it pro bono? How about that? Where's Ben Crump when you need him? How about that? I mean, where are the blacks to come and help since they care so much? We'll wait. Should also be a black lawyer coming to help you sue the lawyer who messed it up for you, allegedly.
Anything, we did what was instructed. We was told. So we just did what we was told.
Ken Muller
did what you was told. Hold on.
However, we couldn't say anything. We did what was instructed. We was told. So we just did what we was told.
Ken Molestina, CBS.
So now it will be, we didn't know. Well, none of us know anything until we do. However, if you explain to your kid that you have to have self-control, and people start telling that to their kids now, then that would help. But I know that's just crazy talk. Got it. Anyway, let me go over to this Jeff Metcalf. I'm assuming that this is the whole video that everyone is talking about. It's about 6 minutes long, and he does not hold back. So get your minds right, all right? Because you might hear something that you might not typically hear. The white man said he don't give a F at this point because in some ways it seems like the victim is forgotten, which is what happens regularly. That's what happens in the community all the time. It's always sympathy for the perpetrator and none for the victim. I said that last week or the week before about that track meet with the two girls and the girl that knocked the other girl down. They didn't care about the girl that got knocked down. They was worried about the girl that did the knocking. You got Jasmine Crockett saying, if you don't believe that you're a criminal, then you're not a criminal. I mean, this agenda of everybody got to follow what Democrats say. That's why y'all are going to lose, because you don't like people to tell you what to do by way of what y'all are saying regarding Carmelo Anthony. But somehow, some way, y'all love telling people what to do. Interesting how that works. Thanks for the tip. Lively Cuts, I appreciate you. He said, when did Black people become so racist? I'm perplexed. Flummoxed even. I feel like they've been this way, but they just get more emboldened for some reason, thinking that it's okay to just be out here wilding the fuck out like they don't have shit to lose. So, wild out. Content for days. Content for days. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Reaper, I appreciate you. He said, and here we go. Watermelon felon, fight your mama. Yeah. All right, y'all. Get yourselves together. Here we go.
Drew Anthony, Kayla, you're cowards. You wouldn't even show up for your son's sentencing.
Oh, yeah, this is where I first heard it. So whatever the parents' names are, that's who he's referencing right now.
Kayla, you're cowards. You wouldn't even show up for your son's sentencing or victim statement impact. You abandoned your kid. You left him there. I guess he's no more use to you because you can't get any more GoFundMe money or GoSendGo money. You are grifters. You should be ashamed of yourself. You raised that child. And I swear to God, CPS to come check on those other three that you still have. You never once admitted or took accountability. You tried to play victim. The real victim is the one who died, not the one who shoved a knife in his chest. I come to pray with you and show the world we can close the gap of this unbelievable racial divide. And what'd you do? You widen the gap even further. You hire a convicted, baby-shaking felon who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice, kicks me out of a press conference.
They're not good at meaning the Anthonys, at reading people, I should say. We called that ninja as soon as he showed up. The NGAN, what the fuck is this? They went with him. Ebonic talking, just looking like the dude from down in Dalton Thornton Township, Dots. Y'all remember? And you kept him. Then you allegedly hired this lawyer who wrapped up shop in 24 actual hours. All the money that you allegedly had to pay him. No mention of that. Why is there no mention of like the lawyer didn't do a good job? We got to look into that. Nope. Nothing. Shout out to HMG. He said, "Who child?" But remember, Black women, this is Zaddy. How about that? You know what? Thank you for reminding me. Lest we not forget all the stars who always say that if you sassy straight steal with white women, you hate your moms and your sisters, but your mama black. But it's okay for them, Venus, Serena, and all the rest of them, to mess around with white men, and they big up it. Now all of a sudden, all white people are racist. What the fuck is it? Which one is it? This shows and proves right here how damn stupid y'all are. Dummism. These are the people that always are praising Black women when they get with white men. All the time. Say I'm lying. And then as soon as Bronny James takes a white girl to the prom, having a fucking fit, talking about what white people do. This is what white people do. That's your oppressor. That's your oppressor. Then all of a sudden, when it's a Black woman with a white man, ain't nothing about the oppressor. Y'all bigging up Cam, who ain't even Black, and her white man. It's like you all don't matter. Like I said, that's just more proof of the fact that y'all don't matter until they need you. And you biatches keep doing the same thing, thinking that everybody is dumb. Everybody is not dumb. If there's more than a hypocrisy, it's more than I wish I knew the word. It's sickening. It's disgusting. Now, I wonder if Venus and Serena are sitting at home talking about these white people in front of their husbands and all the rest of them that got white men, while the blacks was telling, child, what is her name with the football player husband? Simone Biles, that she should divorce her black football husband because he's the prize. Child, like the actual problem is women. I'm a woman, real woman. The actual problem is women. For real, for real. And this is why a woman will never be president. Say I'm lying. You bitches show and prove every day while no one will vote a woman in. Because I'm telling you, if Hillary couldn't do it, it will not get done. If Hillary Clinton could not become president, it will not be done. Women have no self-control, too emotional over shit, swear they know everything, don't know shit, can't handle shit under pressure, regardless of what your mouth say. You're not consistent with anything. You tell on yourselves you're a bunch of effing liars. Shout out to tonight's conversation, which shows and proves. It's never going to happen. So y'all can continue to live in Delulu land, as they call it, which clearly you like it there. And we'll just continue to watch and laugh. It's never going to happen. Y'all out here 1 minute, and I hate to belabor the point, but now that I'm thinking about it, you over here 1 minute talking about men ain't shit, I can't stand you, toxic masculinity, the patriarchy, and the second minute you calling some man to come and get you from side of the damn road because you ran out of gas. Bitch, call AAA. What are we talking about? Or the people or the women that wanted to open up their own community and then called all the men to come in and put shit together, which is what people are trying to tell you. You're the most selfish people. If it don't apply, let it fly. You're the most selfish people ever. And I'm a woman and I can say it. You're the most selfish people ever, and then think that you run shit and don't run nothing. Making all these commands and demands and ain't got shit to bargain with is the funny part about that. All you bring along is a bunch of damn kids in your damn mouth, child.
One who's only in it for the money, who gives you bad advice.
Yep.
Kicks me out of a press conference.
Yep.
Oh, funny. I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be, but I left when asked. I didn't stab anyone.
It's not funny.
And then you proceeded to gaslight me with your convicted felon, quote, advocate? Minister? Minister of what? Minister irrelevant? Minister of bullshit? How about Minister fuck you?
Woo!
Y'all think
Viewer discretion is advised, child. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm a saint? I'm no saint. I'm as human as you. I have emotions. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I don't sin, because I don't walk on water and I don't turn into wine. And anybody else can, step up. Don't become kicking rocks in my backyard. Look in your own. The display of adults on the internet. If your children saw how you acted, would you be proud? Or is that what you teach them? Do you teach them that racism is okay? Do you teach them? Do you inbred? Do you program your kids to hate?
Thanks for the tip.
Kill? From day one, I said this was never about race. Please don't make it about race and don't politicize it. And what did you do? You chose both. The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong, we got white people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that shit.
Dang.
And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for every fucking thing else.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you right now. Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward. And you raised.
Who is Drew Anthony? Who's Jur Anthony? Do y'all know?
Which one? Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God.
The mom? He's calling the mom a drunk, y'all? Lord help your people. He been waiting to say this, y'all.
You raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you?
Lord have mercy.
Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar.
Who's Kevin Hayes? Do y'all know these people? HMG, thank you, boo. He said, Dallas, Nicole, Messi, of course, me and Reaper will change your car oil and rotate your tires. Crockett, Cam, better call Tyrone. Call him. I hear you. Shout out to you, boo. Yes, viewer discretion is strongly advised, child. Y'all gotta tell me who these people are. Okay, I know the mama. Lord, is she a
What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you? Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened. How many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Remember you said you'd come to Frisco, buddy? You were supposed to find me. I told you we could sit down and talk. That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture.
Ooh! Ooh!
You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you?
Racist. Racist. He is not ain't playing no games with these ninjas. He said the gag order is gagged. I'm talking. Woo! Of course, the colors are probably upset. How dare he? That's a racist. Oh, okay. Did the Anthony say anything? Did Karmelo apologize? Nothing. Oh yeah, he didn't talk. That's right. But the person who lost the kid should be politically correct. I love it.
I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did. I forgave him, so I don't carry the hate and the anger. How poetic justice is served. You just do a big softball and knocked it out of the park. Thank you for making it so easy for me. So you can live with your lie if you want to. But my truth is forever. Just like the fact your son is a convict and a killer. Forever. Forever is a long time. What's your master plan, Mr. Anthony? To use your son as income and soak up as much money playing victim to line your pockets and then abandon him when he's at sentencing or victim impact? You just left him up there by himself? Amazing. Amazing. What about you, Drew? What kind of father are you? You want to talk about what kind of father? All right, let's talk about what kind of father you are. Let's talk about your arrest. Let's talk about your warrants. Oh, was it drugs? Coke?
Uh-oh.
You did? Tell me some other shit.
Uh-oh.
Let's pull it up. Because I'm welcome every one of you to pull up my criminal history. Someone who tried to make up some bullshit saying I'm a sexual assault person, guess what? If you're convicted of sexual assault in Texas, you have to register. Please check the registry. Please check my background in criminal history. It's not there.
don't be trying to say that he one of us. No, I don't want none of this associated with Gemini. Well, that was not easy. I don't think he held back there, child. Woo, Lord help your people. Jeff said, oh, the gag is up. Like literally, the gag is up. Thank you, Boo. He said many nights with Big Buster. Oh, no. Lord help your people. Pause. Thank you, Boo. He said it's okay when the Blacks use the race card, though. I was thinking it. You said it. But isn't it interesting that the Blacks can't see when they do it, but they can only see when other people do it? Like all these screaming ass people that I've shown in the videos, that man that was jumping up and down outside who got arrested, mind you, but I'm sure it was racist that he got arrested. See, that's the accountability part that black people continue to fail because of that. It is okay to be wrong and correct yourself. It is okay to have done something wrong and to admit that you did something wrong and change the behavior. See, that's why relationships, in my opinion, are not working between men and women, because nobody wants to admit that they did anything wrong, apologize, and then change the behavior, in my opinion. But what the hell do I know, child? Just like with the Blacks, they can say the exact same thing that he just said and have, mind you, but they're not racist. As soon as he says it, he's racist. He's not the man who lost the kid. He's not the man that got thrown out of the press conference. He's not the man that had to sit through the daggone trial. He's not the man that had to listen to all the colored crew sit there and talk about his kid while trying to say that Karmelo is innocent. Child, the names don't bother me at all. Have at it. Thanks for the views. You make me money with every comment. Ain't nobody worrying about y'all. That's all y'all got. That's all y'all. See, the funny part about that is that what Austin's dad just said, they think that's a problem, but them doing this is okay. This is your colored community. They don't even like their own at the end of the day, but they think they want to tell someone what to do. This is what they do. And this is why black people continue to stay at the bottom, because of colored people like these ones who think that they run something and they can't run their damn selves. Black people at the bottom of everything, but they got all the answers. Listening to people like Willie fucking D. Always talking about white people, always talking about black people, always talking, never doing. That's the thing. They never do anything but run off at the fucking mouth. Never open a business. You allow the Asians to come in, treat you like shit, and you still sit up there and you patronize them. Then all of a sudden you want all of us to sit up here and say, no, we're not doing anything Asian. Who? They ain't done shit to me. That sounds like a you problem. See, that's how that works. When all you have is calling of names, that's why you can't have anyone be on your side, because you're ignorant. Because your ignorance always shows, because you have nothing to offer. You just whine and complain and blame. That's why black people don't own anything. That's why they're leaning on Asians for everything. That's why the biatches will not stop buying weaves, spiders makeup and weave. That's why you other coloreds will still be working for someone else, because ain't no blacks to hire your ass. How about that? You'll still be sitting up here whining and complaining. And then as soon as somebody does something to you, you're going to want the community to come together, but then you're going to forget what it is that y'all be doing right now. I don't be forgetting. Y'all can miss me with all that. You'll be back when it's time for your kids to go back to school, because you ain't got no school shit, because y'all love free stuff. Because y'all always want something for the fucking free.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Because the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Because that's all y'all got is to be looking for stuff for the free. The people that's sitting up here listening to people like Willie D, ain't no way. Man can't even enunciate. Y'all, that's who y'all gonna get your information from. Freaking blogs run by ABCDs and Tethers. That's where y'all get your information from. Supporting freaking Sexy Red, Sukiana, and Glorilla. That's where you get your information from. You want to sit up here and support baddies, a bunch of women half naked getting BBLs. That's what y'all want to support. Then gonna turn around and talk about the problems in the community as white people and racism? That's where y'all going with that? All the crime in Chicago, Baltimore, California, Seattle, and every daggone place else. Memphis even. But I'm the problem? I know I'm the problem. Child, let me get up on this cruise because I'm the problem. And I'll continue to be the problem while I'm in the Caribbean, while y'all still sitting up here cutting for somebody that wouldn't lift a motherfucking finger for you. Shout out to Dre. I appreciate you. He said the parents were more interested in running a circus rather than building a strong defense. They got the money, fame, and lost their son. Hashtag fair trade. They like it. We love it. And keep giving them money. Y'all, while all the name callers, because that's all y'all have while you calling someone else names. Y'all go ahead and make sure you give your money to those people. Help them out, y'all. Give Karmelo money for his commissary and everything. That's the right thing to do. Support him, child. Make sure you support him. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Support him. Do what you want with your money, because I'm going to certainly do what I want with mine. My nails look great from the Asians who did them today. HMG, I appreciate you. He said, Auntie, I'm being told the Anthonys not once apologizing. Y'all wonder why no race is supporting the Anthonys, including many blacks. I know you effing lying. Of course not. Black people don't apologize. What are you talking about? Child, you already know. We already know, especially the biatches.
Okay, baby, I'm sorry. Simple. You know that I'm not, but I never meant to do that, but you never think of my feelings and you don't know. You do know that I love you, but at the same time you dislike me. What good thing is you? At the same time I get angry and multiple and you don't care. Well, but I do forgive you. But at the same time you don't. Okay, baby, I'm sorry. You gotta think of my feelings, but yeah, I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna hear none of that. Shout out to Mika up in here. I see you. I appreciate you. Boo. She said, you see the picture of the man peeing on Austin's grave? No. Oh, Lord. It doesn't surprise me, though. No. And I'm not gonna say it. What the things that I'm not even gonna say it. No, I didn't. And I don't want to see that, but I believe it. Thank you, Boo. Shout out to Ki Musabi. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Boo. He said, thank you for having the discussion. Set it off. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Shout out to all of y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Ki Musabi back saying, need that voice on 1-800. Fix that head. Bless. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. Y'all so crazy. All right. Let's go over here to that's CBS Texas. Is this the same interview? Were they on a different show? Is this a different interview? I can't tell. Let's see. It might be the same interview.
My son was defending himself.
Texas teenager sentenced this week to 35 years in prison for killing a fellow high school athlete. On Tuesday, a jury found 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony guilty of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. His lawyers plan to appeal. They say prosecutors wrongly excluded Black people from the jury. Anthony's parents spoke with Jonah Kaplan about their son. The trial.
They definitely need to go ahead and sue the lawyer then. How come nobody's talking about that?
And their message to the Metcalf family.
My son didn't intend to hurt anyone. My son was defending himself.
It took less than 3 hours for a jury to reject 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony's claims of self-defense in the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf. Prosecutors argued Anthony intentionally killed Metcalf after being taunted and shoved by Metcalf and his teammates at a high school track meet.
Take us inside that courtroom. What stuck out to you?
What stuck out to me, number one, was the all-white jury. But I was trying to be, like, all right, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, the truth is on our side.
At the sentencing hearing, the defense called only one witness on Anthony's behalf, his mother, Kayla Hayes. What did you tell the jury?
To have mercy on my son.
What do you say to his grieving family?
It's unfortunate to where nobody wins. We've all been hurt by this.
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Hold on.
His mother, Kayla Hayes. What did you tell the jury?
To have mercy on my son.
What do you say to his grieving family?
It's unfortunate to where nobody wins.
This is what you say to the grieving family. It's unfortunate that nobody wins? That's the answer? What?
Say to his grieving family.
It's unfortunate to where nobody wins. We've all been hurt by this.
We've all been hurt by this. This is what you're saying. Well, I guess I can understand why Jeff went off like he did. I think somebody said that they have never apologized. Because honestly, they shouldn't do it. The son should have done it. But since he didn't, then you should do it. That was your perfect opportunity.
To where nobody wins. We've all been hurt by this. Everybody.
That poor boy.
We've all been hurt by this. Everybody. Listen, I hate doing it, but if it was the other way around, the blacks would be having a fit right now. I mean, they're having a fit anyway. But the blacks would be having a fit right now. Wow.
It's unfortunate to where nobody wins. We've all been hurt by this. Everybody.
That poor boy is fixing to experience a life that I would not wish upon anyone.
Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff, called Anthony's sentencing bittersweet.
What it boils down to for me is this. Austin will never walk through that door again and never give me a hug.
The case drew national attention, prompting protests in support of both teens. And both families involved say they've received threats.
This morning, had multiple emails, texts, threatening me, calling me all sorts of names.
During our interview, the Anthonys made a point to call back one man they say continues to dox them.
Why are you calling me that?
Make fun of you.
Both families urged supporters to tame their emotions.
I forgave him. But people need to understand about forgiveness. Forgiveness was not for him. Forgiveness was for me, so I don't carry the rage, the hate, and that around. It will eat me up like cancer.
At the end of the day, there's nothing we can say or do for people to accept us.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Jonah Kaplan.
At the end of the day, there's nothing that we can do to make people accept us. Okay. I guess that's true. That's not the answer I would expect to be given, but what the hell do I know? So it seems like they were on the Breakfast Club, child. And you know how the Breakfast Club is. Do I have an overlay? I don't think I do. Let me see. Let me see if this works. Let me know if you can hear this.
Breakfast Club. Y'all finished or y'all done?
Let me know if can you hear that? Did you hear that, I should say? Because I'm not trying to hear from the Breakfast Club takedown. Because then I'll have to keep the overlay on. Wait, so you could hear it then? Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, then let's go ahead and play it, child. This is Breakfast Club. Karmelo Anthony's mom and dad break their silence. First interview after 35 years sentence. That's what we're listening to. And I'm speeding it up.
Well, good morning, both of you. Drew and Kayla, thank you so much for joining me this morning. How are you guys holding up?
I mean, right now we're in a nightmare. Doesn't feel real. We've been up all night crying, praying, waiting for family to come in. We have some family who has made it. We just right now lost words, waiting for him to give us a call as soon as possible.
So you haven't heard from him just yet?
We heard from him yesterday. He has actually suffered from seizures, so we actually have to bring his medicine to the courthouse. So we're waiting for him to give us instruction to get there.
We know Karmelo from the courtroom, but tell us, who is he? What kind of person is he? What kind of son is he at home?
He is a wonderful son. He's a wonderful student.
Not my baby.
3.7 GPA, worked 2 jobs.
I'm sorry, baby, for cutting you off. He was actually taking online classes during all of this and still held a great GPA going through this traumatic time.
He was a kid, if I didn't say it, he was a captain of a strike team, football team. He was working 2 jobs. He actually saved the kid's life. That the mom, he jumped in the pool, and saved the kid's life, which is amazing. I didn't know how great he was until this tragedy.
I want to add some things to that. At home, he loves cooking, whether it's in the kitchen, outside, grilling. He makes the best hibachi. He loves running routes and playing soccer with his younger brother, Kingston. He has a brother named Andrew. He's 12, and Andrew is into doing science experiments, and Karmelo loves helping him with science experiments. He loves putting Legos together with his girlfriend. He's just a lovable, sincere child.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the world, just going through this trial, got an accurate description of who Karmelo really is?
No, we've come to find out, which we were, before all this, we were a family that basically stayed to ourselves. We were very close knitted. My wife's at home. She stays at home. I was working, and we didn't know how cruel the world could be. They have his face plastered all over it. After he was, while he still was a minor. And it was like, everything was happening. We was getting threats.
Was he charged as an adult, right? He's talking about, he had his face out there as a minor. If you charged as an adult, the minor stuff goes out the window.
They doxed us. I was so clueless and so involved in work. I didn't even know what doxing was. They put our address online. And so we had people coming to our home. So we never had to leave in our home. Like they had us in some type of, protective thing, whatever, to get us, to keep us safe with our other kids. The world right now, it sounds unbelievable, the things that he accomplished before this tragic accident. Like it will really mess you up. And as me being a father, I didn't realize, like him saving a life. I just, as a father, I got caught up in, hey, that's what you're supposed to do. That's your expectation. Being a man, hey, that's what we do. We move on. Like him working, hey man, you're supposed to have a job. I was trying to, he was, how it is that young. It was like, with your girl too much, man. You need to get a job, get a husband. So he's working, but I kept him busy too. And this whole situation is the reality of this is that somebody literally walked in his life. Literally walked into his life. He did everything by the law, and look where we at.
I want to go back to that day, that track meet. Were you guys at the event, at that track meet on April 2nd?
No, we were not. I was actually supposed to go to the track meet, but the weather was so bad, I just stayed home. It's like, Mama, don't come, just stay home. And now.
Oh, she didn't go to the track meet. Girl, I wonder if she was one of the women that be like, I'm a single mom, even though I'm married, because I have to do everything. Allegedly. We trying to figure out what's going on around here.
Looking back on everything, I wish I was there. I regret not being there for my child.
When did you hear the news that there had been an incident that day?
I received an email saying that there was an incident. No phone call, no anything. My instinct was because Karmelo, he's the type of child to let me know everything that's going on. And it wasn't like him to not call me and tell me what was going on. So when I received the email, we have like 360. So I went into like 360. I'm like, wait, they said the buses made it back to the school, but Karmelo location is still stating that he's at the stadium. Like, what's going on? So I headed to the school, and that's how I found out what happened.
And how I found out, I was actually in a work meeting. And when she first called me, I thought it was because it was right after April Fools. I was like, oh, y'all playing this because he doesn't, this is not him. Yeah. So I was like, oh, you playing, all right, whatever. But she was like, no, he was involved in the stabbing. So when we heard that, I didn't know what happened at the time. And they kept us from everything. Like they kept us, so we running around from place to place. And it was everything was just moving so fast that day. I'll never forget. It was just like everything. Then once we found out and he went to his bond hearing, the next day, somebody doxed us. I don't want to say her name, but a lady started making this
they try to blame it on one person, not making it about race. But you had this lady that's went on to talk about white lives and all this other stuff, and now it went boom. The race card started about that's how Jake Lane and all these other guys got involved in this. But at the end of the day, this was a kid situation that a lot of adults made it about their personal, or how they really wanted to feel. This is the time they wanted to show how this is how we really feel about y'all. And they used my son for example.
What did Karmelo tell you happened that day at the track meet?
I mean, he was sitting there seeing his friend. Once you get the reports and everything, he was actually his girlfriend's cousin invited him to the tent. Mm-hmm. So when they invited him to the tent, just, hey, what's going on, such and such. It was raining. He sat there. Then as you know it, you had these two guys who approached him. Even seeing the video in court, it was like, I know y'all see this. I know y'all see this. And we got comfortable with the instructions that we were told. We was told not to say nothing. We was told not to do this. So we did everything we did. We followed all instructions and we were told, hey, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Hey, don't talk to this person, don't talk to this person. It was all this. And look what happened to my son.
It sounds like you wish you had talked more, that you had said more, that you had got your story out more.
I call myself trying, sometimes you could do the right thing, but it could be the wrong thing.
Did Karmelo want to get his story out more to the public as well?
He was trying to listen. He was trying to listen to what he was being advised. Mm-hmm. Hey, don't make it about race. Don't do this. Don't do this. So we like, all right, we'll go again. We played the game they wanted. We did everything law abiding citizen posted. They told us don't do this. We did everything we supposed to. And
all right, Sean, they did everything they were supposed to. I gotta take a break. You can't see this.
This is amazing.
Jay, thank you. He said Melo better not pick up that Snickers off his pillow. You know what? Stop. Y'all so crazy. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of babbling myself. And we know that this reporter person lady is going to let them continue to babble. And he's a little bit hard to understand. I don't know. All I hear is not my baby, right? Your child did unalive somebody at the end of the day. That is not disputed, whether it was intentional or not, whatever. And you just, he definitely mumbles a lot. Watching him is no better. Trust me when I tell you. But no one seems to want to even say my bad. I apologize. He didn't say anything. Nobody said anything. And it's just supposed to be whatever. Whatever. That's what I say. I think it's important to teach your kids that the goal is to come home. If people are out here trying to say that you can go just start taking knives and weapons to people who just tell you to move, y'all, and I'm gonna say y'all, are in a world of trouble.
And he wanted people, of course he wanted somebody. They got pictures of him being 17 with a dress on, saying he'll be raped in jail. Like all kinds of these adults are talking about this child, but nobody's seeing it. Like nobody's seeing it.
Adults, 17 is an adult. That's what y'all said. 17 is an adult in Texas.
So we can't say anything. The other family, they go paint this lie that nobody still exposed, that he died in his brother's arms. And it was all
that's not true. Because that is a narrative. Yeah.
No, you never heard it no more. That was a lie. You heard about a bag. You never heard about a bag since trial. That's what I was telling people. A lie is temporary, but the truth lasts forever. It's just now, it's like harder now. I got to fight to get the truth out. Now he basically had to get the book thrown at him. 35 years.
We don't care. What do you need to get the truth out to us for? We can't do anything. There's nothing that we can do. Everybody always want the internet to do something. Ain't nothing we can do. We ain't in that courtroom. All that matters is those 12 people. That's another thing that need to be explained to kids. You want your life to be determined by 12 people that you don't know? I wouldn't want that. That's just me.
In this county that basically, honestly,
I don't want to be told what to do by 12 people I do know. So I definitely don't want it for 12 I don't.
I feel as though that they manipulate us with a smile. Mm. They act as if they cared, but they really didn't. When the jury selection, we seen all the people with the jury selection. I was like, baby, this is not right. My wife is the type of person. I'm not gonna just say us. We're both the type. We try to be positive. Hey, we're not gonna look at it. That's not what it is. That's not us. That's what it was.
So even when you noticed there were no Black jurors, it gave you pause. It made you want to say something, but you were still going along with the process.
Yeah, I was going along with the process because there's a lot of times when I hope this don't be controversial, but that's the first thing they do is they try to say we're emotional. Mm-hmm. We don't follow instructions, right? So we did everything that we was advised and told to do, and look what happened.
So who was they? You said that they told you. Who was they? Was it your?
You do know that somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. Even though this is not a game, somebody got to win and somebody has to lose. It's good that you follow directions, I guess, but somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. Both people can't win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we were, because by him being 18, so what they did was they kind of played everybody against everybody. You could say, I'm not going to say they played us against each other, but it's almost they had him scared, like, hey, this, I'm a lawyer, this. As me being a father, all right, you're the guy, I'm okay with playing my position, and I don't want to overstep any boundaries. Everybody kept saying, hey, to beat this. I went to some black attorneys. They're like, oh, you need a white attorney to go out there to fight out there. Remember they were telling us that? They kept telling us that. So everybody like, why y'all didn't? Everybody was telling us, okay. So then we get it. They basically tossed them over. A lot of objections wasn't done. It's a lot that wasn't done.
So do you believe your son received a fair trial?
No,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. And we're gonna keep fighting. We will not stop fighting for justice for my son.
Yeah, it's hard for us right now, and I've had my moments. We want our children to do better, right? We look at our YNs. This wasn't a YN. So what we gonna do about this not YN? We can make more YNs. Now you got a kid, like I just told you, everything that we're telling you right now is verified. 2 jobs with the HEB Foot Locker. That's who came to the buy him. His GPA, he still graduated through all this. He still graduated high school. He still graduated. The lady the kid he saved, this stuff really happened. He was never in trouble, and no, he was never suspended for no knife. But they had, actually what I learned was they had a smear campaign that they did. I wasn't familiar with that. And a lot of people that we were reaching out with, I understand business. A lot of people, they got a lot of things going on. So we was reaching out, I was emailing, but everybody want to go through, it's kind of a circle thing, which I understand. But I realized through this, black entertainment is going to have to be, a black network is going to have to be done, because I'm looking for people who would never understand.
Yeah.
No matter how much you do it, no matter how much you do, they would never see it.
You're saying that as you were watching the trial, as you were in there, you didn't want to question the process. You wanted to let it play out. But was there at any point that you felt the outcome was heading in this direction?
No. Everybody lied. Look at the report. Everybody, it's called what? It's perjury. Everybody did. Basically just did it with no, and they never was called out on it. I mean, literally they told within an hour of when it happened, it was 2 to 3 people. When they got to the trial, that's, oh no, it was, I'm like, wait, what? And don't get me wrong, the defense said, hey, didn't you say this here? Everybody. One girl made up a lie, said it was over a race. That my son just walked up. This how crazy this is.
Yeah.
Child, I slowed it down. I still can't understand him. I don't even know who he's talking about, honestly.
I sat on the stand and said, he just walked up to him and said, what, you want to race? It didn't even make sense. And they asked her, did you lie? She was like, on the stand. Nothing happened.
Why didn't the defense call more witnesses?
That's not my department, and I apologize for that. I don't have as you look at it, and I'm not an attorney, but I'm hearing you, and you're telling me all these wonderful things about him, and I'm just wondering, did the jury get to hear, all of these wonderful things about Karmelo? No, they didn't. When the one kid who was the corporate of all this, meaning the kid who invited him to the tent, he lied on the stand and said he didn't even know him. Yeah. And they had pictures with his grandmother. Like, here's your grandmother, my son, your grandmother. Their whole family got multi-time, play basketball, got all kind of different things.
Yeah. I mean, all of the witnesses' statements and stories were inconsistent. So we thinking that the jury is going to notice that. But they already had their mind made up when they sat in that courtroom.
Got my mind made up. Come on, you can get it, girl. Anytime. What? Tonight is fine. Sometimes I just can't help myself. CP, I appreciate you. Said Messi, they completely effed up the PR part. I would say so. Everybody dying to tell their story, though. They want to get out here and get to it. I'm just saying. Thank you, Dre. He said family is dumb as hell. Damn, hired a child abusing woman beater. Oh, no. a child abusing woman beater, allegedly, as their spokesperson. I'm just saying, this is crazy. To me, it sounds like someone put the family up to it, like they was told he gonna get off. Oh, that could be. That could be. I don't know. He is a little hard to understand. Maybe I should stop looking at him. Maybe it'll be easier. I'll give him the interviewer lady. Look. Let me let you see this since it's paused. Hold on. She look like she in pain. She look like she the mother of Karmelo. She's so upset. Oh my God.
Her mind was made up already.
How big of a role do you guys believe that race played into how this case was publicly viewed and how this outcome, this sentence was handed down?
It played a big part. Race, politics, all that. I'm like, man, the kid don't even vote. How he got into the vote? There was a lady talking about the left side and the right side. Like, what? These are kids. They put I feel like you had a certain group that of course they go blame us, that strategically made this about this because they knew they could do that smear campaign. Like they said, we went and bought a new car and house.
Yeah.
And it hurt me without my people. My people really believed instead of them going and doing their proper research. They had people really bashing us. I'm like, y'all really believe that? Who could buy a house in 4 days? Buy a house in 4 days. I know we may sometimes we may not make the right decision, but come on now, like that didn't even make sense. They said we was going on extravagant trips. There's a lot of things that they did to us that just,
There was a lot of misinformation that was going around, especially, in the beginning. And, I know your family had to move a couple times because you were doxxed. And, I can't even imagine how Karmelo going through that, trying to finish school, fighting, for his freedom. And you guys have other children, so much on you as parents. How's your other children handling this?
Now we had to end up taking them out of school because they had TikTok videos with my son with semen coming out of his mouth because it was him saying go get raped in jail, and it's just.
Why do we need to know this? Now it's turning into a X-rated type of trend time with prawn and shit. Really? Why do we need to know this? I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. I've had enough. I've had enough. This too much. This is crazy. I didn't know he was going here. But keep making the rounds, y'all. Keep making the rounds. He said that they couldn't take it because there was videos on TikTok, which is pretty liberal, mind you, that had a picture of his son with SEMEN coming out of his mouth. And they said, that's the way your son is going to be in prison. Why he had to tell us that, I have no idea. But that's what he just said. But clearly they're going to keep talking. People are going to keep listening. I think Charleston White wanted him to come on to Millionaire Morning Show. So we'll see if that happens. Anton will ask anything. He don't care. Bootzilla said, I see why Karmelo didn't take the stand listening to the fire. I have to agree, child. Lord help your people. Actually, this is the most I feel like we've seen or heard him speak. It's usually heard us talking. So good for him. Good for him. Stand up for your son, child. But I don't know that not having Black people on the jury is a cause for an appeal, but how come nobody's doing pro bono? Shouldn't they be doing pro bono? Where the Blacks at to do some pro bono work? We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, y'all. But yeah, I'm done myself. It's already been a little over 2 hours. It's after 12. I got to get up and go to the gym. You already know. But we'll be back on tomorrow. I'm going to try to come on early tomorrow afternoon, right after I'm done work. Because after that, I'm out of here. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Anton already confirmed he's not going to have the dad on. He talked to him on the phone and he clearly isn't ready for an interview with him. So he said no. Yeah, that would have been a real interview for show. So All right. Well, if he's taking calls, I wonder if he's got an agent. Allegedly, we'll see. We'll find out. He gonna keep doing interviews. Let's see where he gonna end up next. Probably with Jason Lee over on Hollywood Unlocked. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for hanging out, especially at the last minute. Shout out to all of y'all, even the trolls. All views matter. Shout out to everyone that donated tonight. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to the mods. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Again, turn on the notifications. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. Make sure you hype this daggone video. Make sure you hit the like button. I see you all in the next